welcome to BYU Sports Talk. He's Mac, I'm Logan, and welcome.
How did you feel about the game against UCF?
I feel like BYU absolutely dominated that game. In time of possession, they had double the time of possession
Yeah.
that UCF had. They had complete control. I mean,
It was 1932 to 40.28. So we did
BYU
awesome.
37, UCF 24. I really think it should have been more like UCF 17, BYU 37 because of that garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, we definitely struggled at the end when Riz came in, but we were sitting our starters and stuff.
It was almost like because we started rushing it at the end of with 7 minutes left in the third, and didn't throw another pass play until 10 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah, we didn't.
It just seemed like we stopped playing during the middle of the third.
We threw the ball. We threw the ball 24 times, 16 completions. That's 87 QB rating.
That's pretty nice.
What do you think their biggest strength was for the game?
Biggest strength? BYU shut down one of the best running offenses in the country.
Yeah,
as far as our defense. I think that is my highlight of the game. That's one of my takeaways for this week is that BYU absolutely shut them down. They did a great job doing that.
Yeah.
What about you?
We let the running back run. He had 16 carries, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, which did not seem like what they did. We contained them good at the times that we needed to. We did not allow a lot of big third downs. But we didn't let their quarterback run at all, which is really good.
Risk came in the fourth quarter.
Passed all over us. But overall, I think we did really good. 1 turnover offensively. I think that was a fumble. Was it? Because it said 1 turnover. But anyways, Jake Retzoff, 0 interceptions, which is awesome. Questions about him taking care of the ball a lot.
Yeah, there was just 1 fumble.
But overall, I think we did really good and stepped up when we needed to.
All right.
What stats popped up the most?
Game stats. Still, we got to work on that third down efficiency. 7 for 15, even less than 50% this time.
That's 50. 15 isn't too bad.
It's still less than half, though.
It's less than half. But if you look at it, over the league, that's top. If we do that every single time, it's not too bad.
And then these are just some things we got to work on. Penalties, 8 for 50 this game.
Yeah.
That's not good. But what I did like about this, 29 first downs, total passing yards 483, total yards 483, and yards per pass was about 9.5. I think we did a great job, totally offensively, taking care of the ball, time management. We did great.
Yeah. Something I really liked. Their third down efficiency was 2 for 10. We held them almost every single time as you see that. We stepped up when we needed to. We did good against a really good defense in the red zone. Our red zone efficiency. Let me see. It doesn't say here. Why doesn't it say?
Also, though, I just got to add this in. Amazing fake punt by Will Ferrin.
Fake field goal.
Fake field goal.
Snapped in between his legs. That was awesome. I liked how he didn't throw the ball and he just ran for it.
At first, he looks like he was going past it, but then he just decided to take it in and run for the third.
If you can get the first down, go for it.
Definitely.
Every single time. But I can't find it. Anyways, we did good rushing. Rushing attempts 48, which kind of stuck out. Jake Retzloff, he rushed for 13. Jake Retzloff rushed 14 times, 2.7 average of 38 yards. Not as good on the average part, but he stepped up in the times that we needed him to. Like on the crucial third downs in the red zone. Stepped up and ran a lot.
Yep.
But we spreaded the ball really good between Hinkler, Potty, and LJ Martin.
Both of them did really good.
LJ Martin, 15 carries, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Hinkler, Potty, 13 yards, 83 yards, no touchdowns. Average of 6.4 for Hinkler, Potty. But we spread the ball well. Most of our receivers got a catch. I think almost every single one. I like Cody Hagan, number 18, kind of stepped up. Randomly out of nowhere, first catch of the season, went for what?
16 no, it was yards? His second catch this season, right?
Oh, second? I don't know. But did good.
Yeah. All right.
Any other stats that pop out?
I just think time of possession. We had 40 minutes compared to their 19.
And if you look at the end of the game, they had like probably more than half of their possession in the fourth quarter. Third and fourth quarter and the third. So
again, I disagree with that play call. I think we should have started running the timeout with maybe 7 minutes left in the fourth, not with 7 minutes left in the third.
Yeah.
That was almost absurd what we were doing.
The score does not show. It was complete domination. Like, they couldn't do anything. Score was 37-24. 13-point win. It did not look like a 13-point win. That looks like a 3-touchdown win, 4-touchdown win.
I'm also just saying, like, our defense, too, 14 of their points were scored in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We got to not let that happen. We got to play the whole game through.
Yeah, Crew Wakely going for 5 tackles. He's a stud. Played quarterback in high school. His name was Parker Kingston. But, yeah, we held their passing game. Their only receiver who had, like, anything was Jacoby Jones for 106 receptions, 116 yards. Not a guy that gets a lot of reps in the offense. He did this game, though. They only had just under 200 yards passing. Yeah. They had 198. So, overall, we did really, really good as a team. They did pad their stats near the end. It just didn't matter. But
even mentioning that we came into this game underdogs. Which I still don't get, but
very good.
Right, player of the game. What was your player of the game?
My player of the game was Jake Ritzloff. He, in 16 receptions through 24 attempts, he had 228 yards, 9.5 average per pass, 2 touchdowns, rushing 14 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. He made big plays when he needed to. He crucial on third down, so he's a big dual threat. He can run, he can pass. And I think he just really did good with decision-making and carrying the ball. He got 1 fumble, but 0 interceptions, 87 QB rating, which is okay. But overall, I think he did really good. What about you? What's your player of the game?
My player of the game was my man, LJ Martin. 15 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he did awesome this game.
Which, again, is less yards than last week. But then he had 5 less carries. He was doing great this game. Made a bunch of good plays. That 120-yard run. That was really nice. LJ, he kept on running it. I think that was great what he was doing. And I think
his power running over
his
everybody.
Power running. I mean, he's 6'2", right? Good stocky build.
I think so, maybe a little small, but he's big.
He is big.
He's huge.
LJ Martin.
Yeah,
I think amazing. He made a lot of good plays.
He's definitely a stud. Do you think he can earn all Big 12? He'd be on the all Big 12 first team.
There's a lot of good running backs. Like to
Yeah.
mention who we faced last week, Ollie Gordon.
Ollie Gordon, I think he'd be on it. RJ Harvey.
Lots of good running
I
backs.
know Iowa State's running back is not too bad. The Utes running back Bernard facing
Micah
next
Bernard.
week is just really good. I think he's up there, and in the future, I think he can be an All-American. So, what other players do you think have potential to be Big 12 All-Americans by the end of the season?
I think either Lassiter or Roberts. They've both been, I think, based on the season Lassiter, he's been doing really good.
Yeah. What about defensively?
Defensively, I think Isaiah Glasker.
Isaiah Glasker?
Glasker's been doing crazy this season.
What do you think about Tyler Batty? I think he'll get it. I think he's already in.
I'm not saying Tyler Batty's bad. He's great. I think he will definitely make it in. I was just saying I like Glasker.
Yeah. Glasker, Batty. What about Crew Wakely? I don't know if he can get first, but like second team, maybe third team. I think
that's a good question.
But looking at the stats, never mind. Ignore this. It kind of goes. Never mind. But yeah, I think Jake Retzloff. I think he has potential to be first. He's 7th passing in the Big 12. And when it's TCU, then it's Joe Sanders. He's really good with running the ball too, though. He has awesome touchdown interception rate. He's up there in Big 12 standings. It looks like he is 4th in the Big 12 touchdowns. He's like probably the most effective player, quarterback-wise, dual threat. He's really, really strong arm.
Yeah.
He's doing awesome. But rushing-wise on the year, BYU was 9th running the ball with 1,348 yards. In front of him, first is UCF. Kansas State is second. But UCF is tops him by 400 yards with 2,143.
Wow.
I'm surprised Oklahoma State isn't up there. They're 14th out of 16. They haven't gotten anything to go.
All right. I think we'll do our question of the day, and then looking forward to the Utah game in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll close.
Now for our question of the day. What will the Big 12 standings look like at the end of the season? But so far, BYU is top of the Big 12 in front of Iowa State. They're ranked 9 in the country. Doing pretty good. Iowa State is 4-0 in Big 12, 7-0 overall rank. They just coming off a bye. This past week, that's what we ranked in front of them. They're 10 or 11, I believe. But BYU's number 1 right now. Cougs. Just overall in the season, we're awesome.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop us. Do you think we have the potential to go undefeated?
Have the potential to go undefeated. I think we do.
I think
we have a really good chance.
Well, do you think they will go undefeated? Like, do you think they won't go undefeated? That's a better question.
I think. Oh, that's a hard question. I think we've got most of the other games
in the bag. Cause
Arizona State does scare me. They are pretty good.
Yeah,
they can pass. They can run. I mean, UCF was really good, but they can only really run the ball.
Yeah, Arizona
Haven't been
State
great
is
passing.
2-2 in the Big 12 right now. Overall record, they're 5-2, but they beat some really good teams. They beat Utah, dominating every other team. So I don't. I looking at the stats, I really don't see how we could lose to them.
I mean, just the stats
Just
don't tell you everything, though.
Overall team play, I think they're playing good as a team. But if we have,
It's really only their running backs which scare me, and that's
Yeah.
kind of been my fear the entire
but we can
season.
stop running backs. We can hold them when we need to. I'll be fine if he rushes for like 3-4 yards, maybe like one big run. But if we stop them in the red zone, don't allow them to score points or just do a field goal, doesn't really matter as long as we hold them to big plays.
All right. I think for me, who I see at least the top two in the Big 12 at the end of the season is Iowa State, kind of how it is now, and BYU. Maybe even the Big 12 championship play.
Yeah.
Iowa State's been phenomenal all season. They're undefeated. BYU
amazing.
undefeated. Really good.
Yeah. Again, there's one game that will determine it. It's Iowa State, Kansas State last game. So if both of them can win out last week, the last week of the regular season, they'll play each other, and we have the tiebreaker. So as long as we don't lose 2 of our last 4 games, we have Utah, Kansas, whoever we forgets about, Arizona State, then Houston.
I mean, Kansas just kept it close with Kansas State.
Yeah,
Kansas State barely pulled off a win against them.
Yeah, they late in the game. So if we can win every single game, we're in. Obviously, if we lose one of them, we're in, 100%. But it scares me once we get to 2 losses, which I don't think we have. Again, Utah, Kansas, Arizona State, and
Houston.
I think we have Houston in the bag.
Houston.
Kansas State coming off this week, it scares me a little bit.
You mean Kansas?
Yeah. I think we can pull that away from them, though. I don't think they would beat BYU's team. Against Utah, I think it's a rivalry. Anything can happen. BYU's just the better team.
I mean, I was listening to
anything can happen, but
interview after UCF with Jake Retzloff, and he was saying they're throwing all stats out the window and just going down to play some football.
Oh yeah, smash mouth football against Utah.
True, BYU has been the better team this year, but it's a rivalry. There's so much passion going into that game that anything can happen here.
I think that. Do you think that coming off the bye week will help us or not?
I think it will help us. But also, Utah's got a bye week this week too, so
that's true.
It's still pretty evenly matched. I think it's just some time to rest up, maybe get a practice or 2 in. Make sure our
recover.
Yep, make sure we're all that.
Yeah.
Right, looking forward to Utah.
I think LJ Martin's going to have another 3rd consecutive 100-yard game. I think that we're going to pound it to them. He's going to have 2 touchdowns.
What are your keys to winning this Utah? What do we need to do?
Fewest mistakes wins. So
if we allow turnover battle,
turnover battle, but also on defense, we can't allow huge plays from Bernard, the running back, and from Isaac Wilson. We can't allow them to break for a lot of plays. If we just hold them to if we have fewer mistakes, I think if we win the turnover battle, and if we don't allow any big passing plays, I think we can contain their running back and we can pull away with the win.
I think the keys to winning this game are mostly offense too. We gotta push it down the field. Utah has a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
I think we gotta put pressure on the young freshman quarterback Isaac Wilson, and then we also gotta stop the run. But Utah's O-line hasn't been great this year. They've been
How many sacks?
Let's see. He's been sacked 14 times this season.
17 because of Cam Rising.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad. We've been sacked, 16? I'll look it up, but that's fairly even.
They've been pressured a lot, though.
But yeah,
I think BYU pulls away with this win this week. We've only had 9 sacks.
9? Okay, we're doing
but still, 17 sacks is quite a. Their O-line has been great. I think we just got to put a lot of pressure on Isaac Wilson and cage Micah Renard. Don't let him break away with some runs.
Linebackers and safeties are key.
Yep, definitely. And then
now for last segment to review, we're going to look at the Big 12 games.
Big 12 games.
We got them right. Welcome back as we review the
pick'ems from
Big
last
12
week.
pick'em. Okay. First game, Colorado against Cincinnati. You got that one right.
Colorado won. I think Dion pulled that one off.
Yep. I took the L on that one.
All right, Utah and Houston. We both took the L on that one.
Yeah.
Houston won against Utah. The game-winning field goal.
Yep. Next game, Baylor at Oklahoma State. You got that one right. I got it wrong. I bet on Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
It was 38-28. So you got the W on that one. I got the L. And Texas Tech TCU. I pulled it off. I bet that TCU would win in a close game, and they did.
I can't believe TCU pulled that off. I thought Texas Tech had it for sure.
Yeah, they've been playing good.
TCU's come back, though. They played Utah. They're great.
You know your Cougs win. Both bet on BYU. Let's go. Then
the Houston Cougs won and the Cougs won.
Yeah, Cougs.
Well,
okay, Arizona State against West Virginia. I did bet on West Virginia to win. And they pulled away in that game 31-26.
Yep.
I was confident with that. Anyways. Last game, Kansas State against Kansas. Kansas State barely pulled away in the fourth quarter.
That was a close one.
Yeah.
Man, this was just a week for the Cougs. Kansas State, BYU, Houston, all Cougs, all winning.
Yeah. Okay, now for this week's Big 12 pick'em.
All right.
First game is
San Diego.
Texas Tech. You're in a different conference. Texas Tech and Iowa State.
Oh.
I think Iowa State will win that game. How about you?
I think Iowa State won. I think Iowa State pulls that one.
Okay. Second game.
Kansas State, Houston. All right.
I think Kansas State will
Kansas State as well.
Okay. Third game, what is it?
Arizona UC. Oh, that's a hard one.
I'm going Arizona's fresh off the loss to West Virginia. I think they're going to pull it off, though. I'm saying Arizona.
That's still really hard. McMillan, Fafita. I'm going Arizona.
Arizona? Okay. We got to make different picks.
Fine, I'll take UCF then.
No, it's fine. You can take
it's okay. I'll take UCF.
They've got
a good rushing defense.
Okay, next game, Oklahoma State against Arizona State. What do you
Arizona
think?
State takes it.
You think Arizona State wins it?
I think Arizona State wins it.
Okay. I'm going opposite way of you. I think that Oklahoma State will pull against the win. I bet on them winning last week. Got it wrong. So hopefully I can redeem myself. You going ASU. Okay.
Next one's a really hard game. TCU Baylor.
That's
a close one.
I know who I'm going, but I'm going to let you say yours first.
I think Baylor pulls it off. They've been a
Yeah.
really good team this year.
Totally agreed.
They're running back 70 carries, 380 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think Baylor's got that one.
Well,
All
thanks
right.
for tuning in. Subscribe, share.
And see you next time.
Yep, we'll posting this on my channel, MVP Bros on YouTube and Spotify. Still BYU Sports Talk. So, see you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.